Hey guys, Christina Marie here, and I am in Nashville. Very, very hot and muggy,
very
humid in Nashville. At Utopia Con, you guys know all about it. I've talked about it last year, of course, because I went to it. This year I wanted to do something a little different because I am one of the official book bloggers, booktubers of the event, and I wanted to do a series of interviews. I think I probably already mentioned this. And my first victim is Jadah McCoy. And quite frankly, I think this is really our first time like meeting.
I saw you last year.
Like in passing. Yeah.
Yes. But I didn't say anything to you because I was like super shy back then. Like
Right.
really, I was really scared to like say anything to anybody.
Oh my gosh.
I was so overwhelmed because there was so
Right.
much going on last
Right.
year. But yes, this is technically our first time like really
Well,
meeting
hi.
in person. Hello, nice to meet you.
Welcome to my world. I know, shaking hands. So I thought it would be fun to do a little just get to know me when it comes to various authors. Now, I obviously couldn't do every single author. There's just too many of us
a million
here.
of us.
But I kind of, first come, first serve is how this turned out, and you were actually one of the first people. So I was like, we're going to just go for it. And this will be fun because this gives me an opportunity to learn more about you, as well as your book. One, because I'm a people person and I like to know about everybody and everything.
Yep.
So yeah, I have just a series of a few questions that'll just be super chill, nothing too over the top. I'm not going to grill you on like your political choices or anything.
Good.
Yeah, we're not doing that. So since we're at Utopia, what would you say, why do you come here every year? It's obviously a huge deal. We have so many people come back every single year. This is the 5-year anniversary.
Woo!
And how many times? Last year was your first year?
Last year was my first time. This is my second.
Okay,
yeah.
so what about last year made you say, hey, I want to come back this year?
Well, first of all, I live in Nashville, so it's super easy to get here. So I'm not like out any money for plane tickets or anything.
Right.
But I think generally just everybody's attitude. Like the moment I got here last year, my first year, it was overwhelming because there were so many people, but also everybody was so incredibly welcoming. And I think there's just this general air of nurturing about everybody. And I found that so refreshing to be around people who support you and know exactly where you're coming from and what you're going through as an author.
Yeah, I definitely can second that because when I came here last year, I came just as a blogger. I'm still a blogger, but I didn't even really have that fire to really there was no fire that was ignited in me to actually start writing until Utopia last year.
Really?
So yeah, I'm only like 15,000 words in, but it's
that's
like
a good chunk,
a little bit at a time.
Yeah, that's great.
So would you say that you look forward to just like the community each year, or are there other things about the convention that you like?
Mainly community.
Yeah.
This is actually my first year as an exhibitor, so it's pretty new to me. Everything. My book just came out.
Right.
But I have to say, probably the community is what brings me back. I love to just like hang out with everybody.
That's exciting.
I
That's
haven't
really
been at my
cool.
table like all day.
Yeah,
so.
and that's the thing. I love how like what a year can do for somebody. Like last year you were an exhibitor. This year you have a book that you're able to.
And I've grown so much as an author already, so it's crazy.
That makes me so happy. So speaking of your book, you have it with you.
I do.
And tell us about it.
Okay. So my book is called Artificial. It's a new adult science fiction book. In a nutshell, basically, it's set 200 years into the future on Kepler, Earth's first colonized planet. There has been a war with androids, and so androids have genetically spliced human and bug DNA. And it has created these creatures called the Cull, which are these like awful, nasty, like acid-spitting, flesh-eating bug creatures. And so the main character, Sylvia, is kind of day by day, just like getting by, just trying to find food, killing these bugs where she can. But then she's actually abducted and her genes are spliced and she begins to turn into one of these monsters. So she travels to an android city that she didn't know existed to try to find a cure for herself and keep herself from becoming one of these.
Interesting.
Yeah.
See, that's so funny because I don't read like anything that has to do with like science fiction or anything like that typically, unless it's explained to me why, what it's about. And because usually I'll read the back of the cover and I'm like, that sounds science fiction-y. I
Not
don't
interested.
want to do it. But when you hear somebody talk about it and really get into what it's about, I'm like,
Yeah.
That sounds a little bit more intriguing than I thought. So that's super exciting. And it's my favorite color. Like
Blue.
The cover. It's my favorite color. So I'm all
my
about
hair
it.
was actually, before I undid it, blue.
I copied a little bit.
No problem with that.
So, I mean, that sounds like a really, really intricate, like well thought out concept.
Yes.
So how did you come up with it?
Actually, so I knew that I wanted to write kind of a post-apocalyptic dystopian kind of setting.
Mm-hmm.
I just had that world, all that imagery in my head. And then I wrote, the first 5,000 words of it. And it started out as a short story that I was just going to kind of like throw into, a drawer somewhere and be done with. And then I gave it to my critique partner, and she was like, no, Jada, this is the one. You have to keep writing this story.
Awesome.
Yeah. And I just kind of thought, like, what is the conflict here? Like, what is going to be the issue that my main character works against? And I decided, well, what if she actually starts turning into the thing that she is trying to fight?
Right.
And I thought that would be a really interesting thing to explore.
Right.
A person's mindset when they're turning into an actual monster. So
I like it. I like it a lot. So, this is perfect because who would you say Artificial is for? Like for me, since I'm usually not like somebody who gears towards that kind of book, like what would you say if you like this, then you would like this, or how would you phrase it?
So as far as like any type of media, if you like Blade Runner, then you're gonna like this book.
Gotcha.
Like a lot of people have compared it to Blade Runner, and I normally when I pitch it as Blade Runner meets Pitch Black, the movie with Riddick, and they're all the nocturnal monsters. So anybody who likes that type of thing, anything that's really gritty and dark, honest. As far as books, I can't really think of anything.
Yeah, that's alright. No big deal.
So yeah.
Okay. Now this is my favorite part. The really getting to know you fun fact, surprise fact about you. So, and because I'm nosy. So what would you say is one thing that people would be surprised to know about you?
Well, the people who know me would probably not be surprised by this fact, but I like to pole dance.
See, I didn't. Well, I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know that.
Like my good friends know I'm a freak. They know I like to pole dance. But yeah, there's a little like pole dance place in downtown Nashville, and I just love to like put on some booty shorts and like just go work that pole.
I love this. I love it. How long have you been doing it?
Just since January, so not very long. Yeah, it's actually really tough.
I imagine so. Like, it takes a lot of body strength. Like,
you don't realize how much arm strength you don't have until you try to lift your body off the ground using a pole.
Total sense. Okay, so this is ridiculous because I actually hurt my arm lifting my luggage up the stairs when I was trying to leave for Nashville yesterday.
Oh my God.
So
I pulled a muscle in my neck sleeping the other day.
Yeah.
It just happens.
Yeah.
It just happens. Can't control it.
I know. Or it's so just sad. Is it just me getting old, or do I need, like, what's happening
It's like,
here?
damn, y'all, I'm only 24.
Hello. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, because we're Nashville and you're, a Nashvilleian. I made it up.
Yes.
Is that
no,
right?
that's really what it is.
Nashvilleian. Didn't make that up. What would you say? So since I'm here, and even though by the time you guys see this, it's not going to matter, what would you say? Hey, you're in Nashville. This is a spot that you need to go to.
Okay, so for me, being kind of a hipster, so the east side of Nashville is where all the like hipstery people hang out. That's where I normally go when I want to like get a drink or something. So like Three Crow Bar. Red Door, that kind of thing over in East Nashville is where you need to go if you want to get like an authentic feel of what Nashville is all about.
See, that's cool. I love how you immediately went to like drinks and bar.
Yeah,
because you're speaking my language.
Yeah, if you're trying to get drunk, girl, I can tell you where to go.
You're speaking my language. That works out. This is good. I like this. I like this. Well, all right, guys, that is it for our video. I'm definitely going to put Jada's links to her social media, her books, all of that down below. Of course, if you have any questions, comments, whatever, you want to talk about how awesome she is, right?
Obviously.
yeah.
Have you
Or
seen this?
See, she knows it. She totally knows it. Just comment down below. Of course, like this video. Make sure you tell your friends about Artificial. If you haven't read it, then you need to read it. All that fun stuff. But thanks so much for being
Thank
in my
you for
video.
having me.
I'm so excited. We'll see you later.
Bye. It's like the same tone and everything.
I know.